I hope everybody's doing well. Obviously there was so much for us to improve on this week. There's just for us there was a lot to do, obviously, a lot to address, and make improvement is the bottom line. Make improvement in all areas, in particular, self-induced penalties or turnovers or things of that nature. So obviously, again, much to do. I felt like we did that. Obviously, our players, we had their full attention this week. Hopefully that'll carry over. Obviously, we play a great team in Georgia. We're excited about that opportunity. And, again, I feel like we made some steps.
I'm guessing that they weren't wholesale changes, just kind of just re-emphasizing some of the things that you guys need them to do. Is that
exactly. Yeah, just, control the things we can control, improve in the areas that we need to. Every week there's always little nuances, new wrinkles, and really, the big thing, for me was challenging them to come in with a focus early in the week and know the game plan and then hone in on it. I mean, be precise. And, we can't make growth if we're just worrying about, pre-snap. We do a lot pre-snap. We can't be, too consumed with that to not be able to execute. And I thought that, that was an issue last week, and we'll improve as the year goes on and as they get more comfortable, because, you go through spring, you go through camp, and there's a lot of the basics, a lot of things they're used to, and then you throw in wrinkles, and you got to be able to put that on top of it. You got to have the capacity to be able to handle all that, and we'll get better.
Mark, it looks like a little thin at running back.
Yeah.
Potentially, what are the plans there without giving away?
Yeah, we'll be all right with Jamarion, and Demi, and we'll go from there.
You talked about the pre-snap.
If not, we'll throw it around. Tavani will be back if we need it.
You talked about, the pre-snap and how that can't be your main focus all the time. I know it's hard to compare practice to game-like situations, right? But do you feel like you were more efficient in that area with, practicing the pre-snap?
Yeah, that's we have to be. We have to. Yes, I feel like it is. But as you mentioned, practice is practice. We have to be able to carry that over to the field. Therefore, you have to watch what you do, what you install, make sure, that we can handle what we're bringing to the game plan. And the players having that focus, throughout the week to understand what we're trying to get accomplished and why. And, hopefully we'll make some growth in that area.
You mentioned Tavani there. How has he come along? I know he had the ACL last year in high school.
He's still coming on. He's not 100%. He's 100% healthy, but you know what I mean. It's hard to be as effective as you once were as a runner. With just comes with time.
Anything else, you guys?
Yeah, it seems like, Coach, some of your best wins over your time here come when you had a chip on your shoulder. The team had a chip on its shoulder specifically. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like this team this week kind of has that? They have something to prove attitude after last week?
I hope so. I think you know how I coach and want our teams to look and play. I try different things to make sure that they understand that, and this is this year's team. It's our team, and I believe we'll respond the way that I anticipate they will. But we have to go play. We got to go prove it.
One other question about Brock. Obviously, we talked to him yesterday, and he talks about going up against a lot of these guys that he knows really well. Do you get a sense from him at all that this is just a normal week for him, or?
I really do. I know, that I've said that before, but Brock has one demeanor all the time. He really does. He does not change, and so Brock wants to play well for himself and his team, and I don't think there's any extra motivation, other than you're playing the number one team in the country. You're playing a great team that he has a lot of respect for, that we all do. But for him, he's the same. He wants to play good every week.
It's Pop.
Tim Couch is going to be undergoing Saturday. I know from the time you've gotten here, Tim's been a big supporter of yours. And just talk a little bit about his influence and impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, so happy for Tim. You know, for him to be recognized into the Hall of Fame. What a incredible honor. I've had the pleasure of going to several of those. Not as many as I'd like to, because in December usually we're crammed with recruiting, but I've been to several, and you know, it's a special ceremony, and it's a very special group that Tim's getting inducted to, and well deserved. Maybe a couple years too late, but that's okay. It's still, you know what? You know what? Yeah, that's right. It's still, what an honor it is for him. We're proud of him. He's been a close friend and a guy I can rely on, and a guy that's there no matter what we need. So just greatly appreciate Tim, his support. He's always there, and he always likes, you know, Tim. He likes to stand in the background and just, but always supportive and always there if we need him. And in this moment, you know, the university's done a great job, and of course I'll be there, and we all just want to be there to celebrate with him and support him.
Do you want to?
Yeah. You had the question about Brock and playing his old team. Pop's playing his old team too. We were talking to him yesterday, and he kind of has this interesting demeanor of, I just go play ball. That's
right.
all I'm interested
Yeah,
in. Is that kind of how you want it to?
It really is. I said, you know, basically I said that, and you know, he doesn't have the same attitude as Pop that way, but Brock carries himself the same way. Pop is the same way. He's like, he's just a ball player. You know, I've said that his demeanor since he's been here, he's a guy that just puts his head down and plays football. You know, he's, you know, I love his attitude and the way he plays, and you never have to worry about him bringing it to the field and playing ball. And so, again, I don't think he needs any extra motivation or anything. He just plays football.
All right.